bowled, good shape. It's a good shape from Saifuddin, a little sort of in-swinger to the left-hander, the away swinger to the right-hander. It's all you need is a gentle swing. You don't need it to swing 2-3 feet.
Yeah, if you do that, then you're missing the bat by a long margin. And that's one of the reasons why bowlers feel that if it just does enough and in the right areas, you might just find the outside edge. Good seam position, good presentation, lovely delivery.
But it is very good. Because the seam is so important, how you release the ball, how your wrist behind the ball, and the way that seam, the ball left his hand was just perfect for the shape into the left-hander. Mahedi Hasan, what an influential campaign he's had. Wickets, he's taken wickets, he's kept scoring at bay. He's been economical in his spells as well with his off-spin. That is full of adventure, coming down the pitch and hitting the away swinger through mid-wicket.
Yeah, not an easy shot to play. He's playing against the seam movement. And you mentioned about Mahedi Hasan. He's been excellent with the ball. 3 for 19 against Scotland. And then 1 for 14 in 4 overs. He hardly given anything away. He's gone down the wicket, shimming down the track, and then just rotating the wrist.
Looking for the Yorker. He'll get one off the last ball. First over, 6 for no wicket.
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার, বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন, উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে আর সেন্ড মানি তো ফ্রি।
Papua Guinea made a few changes, but this is going to be a record. If they get close to this, it'll be a record. The highest successful run chase, 127 against the Netherlands in Dubai. That was in the ICC qualifier for this tournament. All right, now it's going to be Mustafizur Rahman, the left arm, quick. Just surprised here, Atta, that with the brand new ball, Mustafizur doesn't start with a slip when you have so many runs in the bank. Good looking shot. It's not got enough on it. It's only one.
Yeah, remember that the last time he opened the bowling for Bangladesh against Omani, bowled 5 wides. So he didn't show the kind of discipline. His ICC T20 ranking right up there in the top 10. 82 wickets. He's a mean bowler. 5 for 22 his best. He picked up 4 for 36 against Oman. So he'll be looking to make early inroads. Basically what he does to the right-hander is he'll bring the ball back into the right-hander.
Ooh, that's the one he pushes wide. Not bad pace at 134, but he's got such a repertoire, Mustafizur Rahman. This economy against left-hand batsmen, 7.8. It's under 8 against right-handers, of course, which he would love to bowl at because he can swing the ball back into the pads. And just a 14% boundary percentage. He is a slow ball specialist. He does bowl at the death because he can bowl terrific Yorkers. But he's got everything.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot of variation, Alan. He mixes it up nicely. Initially, when he does take the new ball, he can bowl and he can be quite sharp. But once he goes back to his cutters, it gets just more difficult for the batsman to pick it up. That's why he's so dangerous, especially at death. He's a wicket taker, and we're hoping to pick up an early wicket here for Bangladesh.
It's a great shout, but I think that's pitching outside leg stump. Kumar Dharmasena is absolutely unmoved. It's an optimistic shout, I think this is by Mustafizur.
Now, what about that knock from Mahmudullah? Smashed 50 in real quick time to ensure that they get a really good total on the board. If you look at that seam position, it should come back in. And a bit of a bat there. Inside edge.
Kumar Dharmasena and Richard Kettleborough are standing umpires today. It's a good line. That's all right. Mahmudullah will just, that's okay, he'll accept the single. Well, Mustafizur Rahman has picked up 55 wickets in T20 cricket in this year, 2021. Only one bowler in the world has picked up more. Rashid Khan, the leg spinner, with 57. 57, so 55 for the Fizz. Just nicely tucked away, and it's only one. So 3 from the Mustafizur first over. 2 gone, 9 for no wicket.
শীর্ষের অনুভূতিকে দ্রুত হার মানান সেন্সোডাইন র্যাপিড রিলিফের সঙ্গে 60 সেকেন্ডে কার্যকরী ক্লিনিক্যালি প্রমাণিত
পাপরিকা আর মেক্সিকান মশলার মাইন্ড ব্লাস্টিং ফ্লেভারের ডিটোস পার্টি হবে জোস যদি থাকে ডিটোস
What a crunch match that is, replacing the Super 12. Shakib Hasan, who suffered real problems in this heat. It was an intense heat this afternoon. There we are. Scotland are here. Scotland, Oman tonight. Tucked away for one by the skipper, Assad Vala.
So who do you think, Alan, who's going to come out winners in that second match? Because if you're looking at this one, certainly Bangladesh is on the driving seat by picking up the total of 181. Some really good batting down the order. He smashed 21 of just 14, Afif Hossain. You mentioned about Shakib Hasan, he got 46 of 37.
Still no slip for Saifuddin, who does shape the ball. That's a great shot, that, of the, there's a short third coming in here. That's Mustafizur. There he is, just in your picture there. And that's down the leg side. You can't bowl down there. This is Saifuddin in the power play. He's got great variation. He can bowl the Yorker. There we are. That's great Yorker length. How's that? Full length. He bowls a full length. He allows the ball to swing, and he gets the Yorker in as well. Oh, there's a little nick on there. There's a little bit of bat on there.
Yeah, you spoke about his bowling, the way he maintained his line and length, and what about his batting? He brings so much to the team. He smashed 19 today in just 6 deliveries. So he's quite handy with the bat also. Can hit sixes when the team needs it.
Problem here for Lega Siaka. I think he's just done something here. Here's Saifuddin. Good economy to left hand and right hand, and it's a minimal boundary percentage. He's a big swinger of the ball. Yes, he is. He shapes it into right-handers. We've also seen him shape it away from the right-hander here, and he's in good form this year. So, yes, he has the ability to swing the ball either way.
Yeah, against Oman, that crucial match, he ended up with figures of 1 for 16 in 4 overs, so he was very economical also. such an important player for Bangladesh, Mohammad Saifuddin. Fantastic to see Bangladesh pile up that number of runs that they managed to score today, and a must-win situation. So very crucial for them to ensure that they get 2 more points and get to the top. At the moment, Scotland with 4 points, Oman 2. Bangladesh, after this match, with the run rate, the net run rate will creep up quite a lot because they managed to score 181.
Yeah, Oman against Scotland, coming to you from the Oman Cricket Academy here, just on the outskirts of Muscat in Al Amerat.
Who's your pick?
You can't ask me that. All right, so 2 qualifiers from each of the groups. Sri Lanka have qualified from Group A in the round 1 matches. So A1, that qualifier there, that Sri Lanka will go to meet Australia, England, South Africa, West Indies. And the second team from this group could be Bangladesh, it could be Oman, it could be Scotland. Afghanistan, India, New Zealand, Pakistan in the other group for the Super 12. So much to play for, and it's going to go to the very last ball because it could come to a net run rate scenario.
Yeah, I think if you look at what Bangladesh has done so far in this match, they look like they're in a comfortable position at the moment. They would go on, you would imagine that they should go on to defend this total and win handsomely, but it's a funny game. Couple of good overs, but he'll be a very happy and pleased man, Mahmudullah, the skipper.
It's the most fluent he's been. Today's innings, he was superb, 50 from 28. Siaka is repaired. Oh, it's close, close, close. Yes, it is. Siaka has been given the finger, LBW, and he's walking off. He's not even thinking about referring this. He looked plumb in front. It looked close, felt close, and he's gone for 5.
It's a lovely delivery. Pretty straight. Ooh, now then he was trying to flick it away. Could he have gone and asked for the review, because it looked like it might have just gone down the leg side, but he has to go. Gone for 5. Papua New Guinea 11 for 1.
Charles Amini, left-handed bat. Well, the problem, I think, for Lega Siaka was that he had an injury just before this. He comes straight across his stumps. Umpire's call. Umpire's call. But it looked good, didn't it? It looked that he'd come across and played it leg side, and Richard Kettleborough gave him the fickle finger of fate. Assad Vala, still no slip. Quite surprised at that utter. Especially with the ability of Saifuddin to move the ball either way, left hand and right hand, and given that they've got 181 on the board, I mean, it's ultra defensive by Bangladesh.
I think important for everyone to realize what kind of surface they're batting on, because it has been a very good batting surface. Yes, you do make a point by saying that they could have had a slip in early on, but I'm still happy with what they have done so far. And this is what they would be doing against other opposition when they go on to play in the Super 12. If they do that, I think they're just getting used to the conditions.
Make some room, and it'll just be 1. with a wicket and 4 from the over. 3 gone, 13 for 1.
এইটা নেন তোমাদেরকে লেবুর গুরুত্বটাই বুঝাতে পারলাম না
জেলিতেই
বিকাশে খরচ কমছে ক্যাশ আউট 1014 টাকা 90 পয়সা
13 for 1 Papua New Guinea. They've lost Lega Siaka. And we're going to see the pace of Taskin. Taskin Ahmed does ask questions of top order batters because he does have pace. He bowls at 145, 147 he cranked it up to the other day, and he certainly is fast medium. You put the fast before the medium for Taskin. Oh, have to go back.
Yeah, what I really want to see from Taskin Ahmed is where he bowls. He's just been all over the place. Yes, you mentioned about his speed. He's very quick, no question about that. He's worked really hard on his fitness. He looks very sharp, but he's just been all over the place. His figure so far in the tournament is 1 for 58.
He's got a glove to that. What a magnificent grab that is. Yes, says Kumar Dharmasena, and Assad Vala's walking back. He has to go. Fantastic take. Nurul Hasan won't take many better than this. One-handed down the leg side. Assad Vala on his way for 6.
That's the second catch that Nurul Hasan has taken, diving to his right. That is brilliant. Absolutely stunning from Nurul Hasan. And Taskin Ahmed picks up a wicket in his very first over. Assad Vala goes for 6. PNG 13 for 2.
কেউ বুঝুক আর না বুঝুক নিজের এবং পরিবারের সুরক্ষার দায়িত্বটা রাখুন নিজের হাতেই ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে
সেপনিল সুরক্ষার পাওয়ার আপনার হাতে
ওরে জাগা একটা ঠান্ডা দে না
একটা ঠান্ডা একদম চাঙ্গা
Sesibao comes in at 13 for 2. His best is 40 not out. Modest strike rate of 107. Look at that pace. Look at the carry through to Nurul Hasan. He's got 4 in a ring on the offside. Mahmudullah, and I'd just get a slip in there. So this was leg side. It was on him quickly. He could only just feather it around, and a full stretch down the leg side by Nurul Hasan.
Excellent work behind the stumps. He picked a beauty the other night.
There's that extra pace, just extra pace, and that's bowled at 142.
Yeah, it really cracks it up, doesn't he? Taskin Ahmed. He was late to the shot. That's about trying to pull it. But this should give so much confidence to Bangladesh. And they've started to look better and better as the tournament has progressed.
Ooh, good pace again.
Yeah, we saw him taking a brilliant catch the other night against Oman. Have a look at this. Wow. It was just dropping down, so you have to be very quick. Off the bowling of Mustafizur Rahman. Bottom edge. Stretched to the limit. That takes away. This is today. Down the leg side. And grabs it quite nice. This was going. And there's a really good grab. He's been excellent behind the stumps, Nurul Hasan.
Wholehearted effort by Taskin, and he's got his reward. 4 gone, 13 for 2.
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে আর সেন্ড মানি তো ফ্রি
পাপরিকা আর মেক্সিকান মশলার মাইন্ড ব্লাস্টিং ফ্লেভারের ডিটোস পার্টি হবে জোস যদি থাকে ডিটোস
The Oman cricket squad arrives in the bus. Scotland have just been ahead of them. That's the big crunch match tonight, starting in about an hour and 40 minutes. Papua New Guinea 13 for 2, Bangladesh were 13 for 1. It was a modest start. Shakib's first ball is launched and it's taken magnificently. We have seen the highest standard of catches today by both teams.
Mohammad Naim Sheikh was the fielder. It's a magnificent catch. Had to run to the right and had to reach out. He was airborne when he took that catch. He looks okay. He's absolutely fine. Has taken a stunner.
Just another look at this, because it was quite brilliant. I think they're just looking at that left shoe, whether it touched those boundary cushions. He didn't do that. Superb catch. Third umpire's seen it, and across the big screen will be the dreaded letters out for Charles Amini, and they're going down quickly here. Amini's gone for 1, 13 for 3. Simon Atai is the new bat. Sesebao on strike. The top 3 have been ripped out. Shakib's first ball, and Amini was tempted, and a brilliant take by Mohammad Naim Sheikh. Oh, there's so many instances for your play of the day, your choice. Go to icc-cricket.com and have a look for POTD, play of the day. How many good catches have we seen? Brilliant catches today.
I was going. This is real time. That is brilliant, brilliant. Judge it to it perfection.
It's gone straight up in the air, and it's gone. These PNG wickets, it's a procession, unfortunately for them. And they just can't stick around long enough. Simon Atai, his stay is a very short one. He's gone for naught.
He went for a big heave, and you're up against a world-class bowler. Gets a top edge, soft dismissal in the end. Too easy. Mahedi Hasan grabs it. Simon Athan gone for naught. It's 14 for 4.
It's crisis time this for Papua New Guinea. Hiri comes in at 6. His team is floundering at 14 for 4. Celebrating before he'd caught it. Shakib Al-Hassan, what over this is, took a wicket with his first ball, a wicket with his fourth, might have had a wicket with his next. 5 for 20 is best, economy at just 6.6. And the torture is over from Shakib. 15 for 4 from 5.
কেউ ভাবুক আর না ভাবুক, নিজের এবং পরিবারের সুরক্ষার দায়িত্বটা রাখুন নিজের হাতে। ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল স্যানিটাইজিং হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ।
সেপনিল, সুরক্ষার পাওয়ার আপনার হাতে।
Papua New Guinea struggling a bit. 15 for 4. Mustafizur, the only bowler who's not picked up a wicket. Shakib picked 2 in the first over that he bowled. A big ask, a big target, and they're already behind the 8 ball. Not getting the timing right. Taskin Ahmed too quick for him. Wants the second. And this time he makes it. Sesebao, and this is the wicket. Trying to sweep one as a left-hander. Anjum can tell you better.
Yeah, he was never on top of the ball. He was always trying to get the ball away. Not enough control on that stroke. Slightly on top of the edge that the ball had an impact with. Easy catch. Very, very easy catch.
He's got the speed. Taskin Ahmed, and just as we walked in, this is the speeds he's been able to generate. Touching 140, 143, 142. And mind you, it's quite hot out here.
I'm surprised he hasn't picked up many wickets so far, but he's been economical. He bowled a good spell against Scotland the first day. But he is a quick, sharp bowler.
Again, just short of a length. Again, quick from Taskin. 143 kilometers per hour. Last over of the power play. Anjum, were you a bit surprised? I was, when Shakib was asked to bowl, because Mahedi Hasan has done such a good job. Yes, he picked up 2 wickets and everything. Sometimes whatever you do turns to gold, but Mahedi Hasan, 2 left-handers, I thought maybe he would have been the go-to option.
Yeah, I was surprised because Mahedi Hasan was promoted in the batting order, yes, a game prior to this one. The last one that Bangladesh played at number 3. He was asked to come in and bowl in a difficult time in the first game against Scotland and the second game as well against Oman. But what I felt was that the reliance on Shakib Al-Hasan of Mahmudullah would have just thought that he can go to his left-arm spinner, his key player, batting, bowling, fielding, his key player, Shakib Al-Hasan, to get possibly a quick wicket. As I said, the reliance on the player has been so phenomenal from Mahmudullah, and rightly so. But how good has Mahedi Hasan been, Karthik? He's bowled so well for someone who's coming into the team in a very crucial time. Game against Scotland, it's an important time to restrict the opposition. The game against Oman, it was an important time to pick wickets while Oman was batting well. And a young player, Mahedi Hasan, comes in and delivers the goods.
Can't get it away. Just 2 off it. It's 17 for 4.
Oh, green tea, right? তাই তো বলি স্কিন এত সুন্দর কেন? থ্যাঙ্কস, বাট নর্মাল টি। এখন নিশ্চয় পার্লারে? না, ডিরেক্ট পার্টিতে।
সবাই তো জিলাস হবি। রিভাইভ ময়শ্চারাইজিং লোশন, ডাবল ময়শ্চারে ডাবল কেয়ারে বিউটিফুল স্কিন। রিভাইভ ময়শ্চারাইজিং লোশন।
বিকাশে খরচ কমছে, ক্যাশ আউট 1014 টাকা 90 পয়সা।
Their skills are top notch for an important encounter.
Yeah, quick turnaround time between the two games. Sometimes you want to get into those nets, do a bit of range hitting, just get into the groove. They're the top team in the tournament so far. Scotland, they won both their games. Umpire Richard Kettleborough indicating the end of the power play. Nicely tossed up, nicely flighted, under 80 kilometers per hour. You get different deliveries from Shakib and different release points, different speeds. And you mentioned Mahedi Hasan, very similar in terms of varying his pace. But that's the Papua New Guinea score, 17 for 4. Doesn't inspire too much confidence when you think of the score that they have to chase down.
But this is going to be such a valuable exposure for the PNG team. Of course, as you watch the visuals of Scotland and Oman having a hit in the nets, it's such valuable match exposure right at the top level. Such difference, stark difference, where the bowlers of Papua New Guinea were bowling to the Bangladesh batters, and especially in this over where Shakib has been bowling in the line of the stumps. Undoubtedly, he's right on top. Batted well, bowled well, but that arc where you have to ask the batter to offer the full face of the bat, have to be so very sure of the stroke making.
Again, tries to play a big shot, won't get there. Yeah, absolutely right. In terms of experience, yes, Papua New Guinea, you're punching against top-notch players. It's never easy. You're in the big league. Yes, they've done really well to get here, but again, to come and compete here, it's never going to be easy. And they're finding that out. It's 21 for 4.
He's bowled really well, Chad Soper. He bowled well in the game 2 days ago.
জাগা একটা ঠান্ডা দে না
একটা ঠান্ডা একদম চাঙ্গা।
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার, বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন। উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে, আর সেন্ড মানি তো ফ্রি।
For the PNG batsman. Mahedi Hasan, they're talking about him. Again, immediately onto the length which he generally bowls.
Yeah, he is so good, Mahedi Hasan. So effective, economy 6.7, and especially against the left-handers, that has been a strength for Mahedi and Bangladesh.
Again, you try and play a sweep shot of him. it's not there for you. We talk about the fantasy league and the leaderboard. Shakib Al Hasan runs wickets, had a tough outing in the first game, but after that it's just been great going for him. Manindu Hasaranga, good game yesterday. It's just talking about Mahedi, and the reason why sometimes he's so good, Anjum, is that if you look at him, that 6.79, you look at him as a bowler, he's not a mystery spinner, he's not somebody who spins it big. But that change of pace, the trajectory, how he bowls, I think that's why it keeps him in the game. That's why he's so difficult to get away.
And the limitations that he has. You rightly mentioned he's not a mystery spinner. He's not a very tall player to say that he's going to get that kind of trajectory from a bowling from a greater height. He's a average heighted person, 5'4", 5'5", maybe 5'6". And to get that kind of a dip at the time that he releases the ball, he keeps the batter interested. Can you come at me? Because he's not bowling express pace. He's enticing the batter to come and have a hit towards him.
Again, back of a length, again a very good over, 23 for 4.
ঠান্ডা বা গরম কিছু খেলে দাঁতে যে শিরশিরে অনুভূতি হয় সেটাই দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি। দ্রুত সমাধান না করলে এটি আরও গুরুতর হতে পারে। ডেন্টিস্টরা সেন্সোডাইন ব্যবহারের পরামর্শ দেন, কারণ সেন্সোডাইন দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি থেকে আরাম দেয়।
Class performer for Sri Lanka. Share his expertise with the Bangladesh players.
A very good looking scorecard for Bangladesh, 181 for 7, the highest score so far here in Oman. And in reply, PNG 23 for 4. Bit of turn from Shakib Al Hasan.
Look at the trajectory. Just dips on the right-hander.
I don't think even Nurul Hasan was expecting the ball to turn, because he was shaping to collect the ball inside and the ball turned there. And just a hint, again not there. And that's the class of Shakib Al Hasan, 78 kilometers per hour. He's just been slowing it. He wants Hiri to come down the track. Yep, exactly like that.
And he bowls the over so very quickly. Just in case he's not able to, he doesn't concede any runs. You feel that the Shakib Al Hasan over is getting over in 80 seconds.
We might have a bit of a contest there. Who bowls quicker, Ravindra Jadeja or Shakib Al Hasan, in terms of minutes per over? An interesting contest though. He's taking too much time now. Shakib. Where has that gone? Should be going into the fielder's hands. Naim Sheikh with another catch here, and Shakib Al Hasan with another wicket. Sesebao has been dismissed.
He had to attack, he had to come down the pitch. He had to use the lack of force behind the ball from Shakib Al Hasan. Had to be at that ball. Attack it with all force. Sesebao. Not enough on it. Not enough legs. Departs for 7, 24 for 5. Norman Vanua goes without scoring. And so very good and so very effective right through has Mahdi Hasan been. You feel you're always on top of the bowler. Mushfiqur Rahim completes an easy catch. PNG 24 for 6 at the end.
ঠান্ডা বা গরম কিছু খেলে দাঁতে যে শিরশিরে অনুভূতি হয় সেটাই দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি। দ্রুত সমাধান না করলে এটি আরও গুরুতর হতে পারে। ডেন্টিস্টরা সেন্সোডাইন ব্যবহারের পরামর্শ দেন, কারণ সেন্সোডাইন দাঁতের সেন্সিটিভিটি থেকে আরাম দেয়।
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার। বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন, উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
ওরে জাগা, একটা ঠান্ডা দে না।
একটা ঠান্ডা একদম চাঙ্গা।
The one who blinks first will be out there on the camera. Make some faces, you pretty ladies. Come on, come on, come on. Get some cheers for them.
Keep cheering. Let's see who's gonna last the longest.
The drinks break down. The new man in, Kipling Doriga, the wicket keeper. Quicker, much quicker. And that's the change in speed from Mahdi Hasan. The last one was so slow. Mushfiqur, the catcher. And slow through the air. Hiri went too early. Just about the previous over, and Mohammad Naim took a good catch, and then a good hit from Hiri.
Vanua wanting to go down the ground again. Mushfiqur Rahim. He had Mustafizur in his eye line on the right side. Kept his eyes on the ball. Good catch. You can have your say on icccricket.com/POTD to say which was your favourite moment of the day.
Just 4 and a wicket off the 10th over, 28 for 6.
ভাবছেন ঘরের বাতাসেও জীবাণুরা করছে কিলবিল? আরে যদি থাকে গ্রি, নো চিন্তা, ডু চিল। গ্রি এসি, এতে আছে অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফিল্টার যা প্রতিরোধ করে 99% জীবাণু। গ্রি এসি একটু বেশিই ঠান্ডা।
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে, আর সেন্ট মানি তো ফ্রি।
Shakib, 3 for 7. I think he's picked up more Player of the Match awards than anyone else in the game. He's not scoring runs, he's taking wickets. He is just such a catalyst for so many good things in this Bangladesh team.
Yeah, what a performance again today. Good to see the slip now being employed.
It's gone straight up. 3 men underneath it. The keeper will take it. Nurul Hasan, he's got the gloves. And the procession continues. Well, they're very happy. And Shakib picks up his 4th. Here he's on the way back for 8.
Disappointing stuff from PNG, reverting to the slog sweep release shot. Can only find a top edge. No mistake. Here he goes for 8. PNG 29 for 7.
কেউ ভাবুক আর না ভাবুক, নিজের এবং পরিবারের সুরক্ষার দায়িত্বটা রাখুন নিজের হাতে। ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল স্যানিটাইজিং হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ।
সেপনিল, সুরক্ষার পাওয়ার আপনার হাতে।
Oh, goodness. Maybe get another fielder around the bat. And now Shakib Al-Hassan has equaled Shahid Afridi's record of most wickets in the World Cup. 39. He's level with Pakistan's Shahid Afridi.
Just enough grip and purchase here for Shakib. Hiri slightly early on that wicket. Can only find the top edge, and Nurul Hasan makes no mistake.
End of the over. 11 gone, 30 for 7.
It's been one.
শিরশির অনুভূতিকে দ্রুত হার মানান সেন্সোডাইন র্যাপিড রিলিফের সঙ্গে 60 সেকেন্ডে কার্যকরী, ক্লিনিক্যালি প্রমাণিত।
পাপরিকা আর মেক্সিকান মশলার মাইন্ড ব্লাস্টিং ফ্লেভারের ডিটোস, পার্টি হবে জোস যদি থাকে ডিটোস।
Keep his best figures 5 for 20. It's the West Indies in Dhaka, Mirpur, 2018. 4 for 9 against Australia. Same ground this year. And 4 for 9 now. This year, of course, earlier this year, the Bangladesh team completely overwhelmed Australia. 4-1, they overwhelmed New Zealand on those slow turning pitches in Dhaka. And here, where the ball has started to turn, and in the UAE as well, Bangladesh are going to be a real threat with their spin brigade.
Yeah, and you can see that coming to the fore as this tournament goes on.
And this is Mahedi Hasan. It's a very good team when the Mahedi Hasan is left out of it. Mahmudullah in very fluent form of the bat today with a half century. Well, that'll be 4. No, it won't. I beg your pardon. Mushfiqur Rahim was the fielder. And Mahmudullah found his touch today with the bat. He looked good, 50 from just 28 deliveries from the Bangladesh skipper. Bangladesh, who began with a defeat against Scotland, have come back and they've trounced Papua New Guinea now to get their second win of the campaign. And Oh, well bowled. Just got that one to hold its line. Just surprised they don't have a slip in here. Well, they'll go top of the group here because their net run rate, and of course Scotland will be playing Oman tonight in about an hour and 10 minutes. 35%.
এইটা নেন তোমাদেরকে লেবুর গুরুত্বটাই বুঝাতে পারলাম না
ত্বকের জন্য লেবু যে কতটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ তা বুঝেই আমরা মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলিকে তৈরি করেছি লেবুর নির্যাস আর ভিটামিন সির গুণ দিয়ে। তাই ত্বকের সম্পূর্ণ সুরক্ষায় ভরসা রাখুন শুধু মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলিতেই।
বিকাশে খরচ কমছে, ক্যাশ আউট 1014 টাকা 90 পয়সা।
No one in double figures. Shakib 4 for 9, and as always just such a threat. Now Mustafizur, they want to finish this quickly. Actually the Fizz turned around there, was started to run back to his mark. I was surprised the other day that he bowled an over with 5 wides in it, and he didn't come round the wicket just to finish the over. It's an 11 ball over. Nicely played by Chad Soper. Well, today we've seen some quite extraordinary catches. Sese Bao took the first. And this, Charles Amini, for me was the best. Great catch by Nurul Hasan, the Bangladesh keeper. Mohammad Naim Sheikh out at long off. Just vote for your play of the day. ic-cricket.com. Have a look for POTD, play of the day. That's Charles Amini right there. That's gone off the outside edge of the bat. Liton Das, the fielder. Just, I've said it, tired of saying it, I guess, but Preston, they're 7 down, and there's still no slip, and even with a brand new ball, Bangladesh did not deploy a slip. Just surprised at that.
It is rather surprising. He is your main strike bowler, takes wickets regularly. Why not? Why not attack? Why not try and kill the game?
Picked up very nicely, and they'll get 2 for this.
The Regan Soper still have plenty of time to bat here. Need to give themselves some sort of platform opportunity.
Just with Mustafizur, you see a number of left-arm quick bowlers coming round the wicket. Shaheen Shah Afridi for Pakistan, Wahab Riaz, Pakistan, the Sheldon Cottrell, West Indies, has come round the wicket. Mitchell Stark comes round the wicket, but you very rarely see Mustafizur coming round the wicket. He hasn't here in Oman.
And it's a good option, just that natural variation. Don't necessarily have to change your plans altogether. We saw Bilal Khan do that very effectively the other night, coming around the wicket.
It's a good bouncer to finish. 13 gone, 42 for 7.
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে, আর সেন্ড মানি তো ফ্রি।
পাপরিকা আর মেক্সিকান মশলার মাইন্ড ব্লাস্টিং ফ্লেভারের ডিটোস পার্টি হবে জোস যদি থাকে ডিটোস।
drive the length of this country and keep your eye on those mountains, the Al Hagar mountain range, span the full length of this country of Oman, strike right up through to the United Arab Emirates. Reliably informed that Al Hagar in Arabic means the rock, the stone, the stone.
Certainly is spectacular. Get treated to some beautiful sunsets in this part of the world.
It's big enough for 6.
Well, Chad Soper enjoyed this one. Down the wicket, great use of the feet. Gets into a great position. Hit it over that long on for a maximum.
Just been, there we are, 50 up for Papua New Guinea on a day where they've really felt the full force of the number 6 ranked team in the T20I rankings, the ICC rankings. Bangladesh have been irrepressible today. Mustafizur, in his T20 career, has only bowled round the wicket 4% of the time. 4%, so it's clearly something he's not comfortable with doing.
You would see that as an opportunity, though, somewhere where he can grow his game and add another dimension. Make him even more valuable an asset than he already is.
It's the end of the 14th, 51 for 7.
আমাদের বেকম্যানদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার, বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন, উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকম্যানস ক্রিয়েশন।
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে আর সেন্ড মানি তো ফ্রি।
Well, it's been a really, really hot afternoon today, and Shakib has been as hot as anyone. He's now joined Shahid Afridi as the leading wicket taker in the men's T20 World Cup. 39 wickets they share. Lasip Malinga 38. Syed Ajmal there in that list as well. Shakib, who's also gone past Lasip Malinga in this tournament as the leading T20 wicket taker of all time. That is a real stretch. Disappointing this for Papua New Guinea, of course. Of course it is. It's going to hurt them. They pride themselves on what they bring to cricket. They work hard. There's a thriving cricket structure in Papua New Guinea, and they've had a history of Australian influence with their coaches. That'll be just one.
They will be disappointed, Alan. I think held their own in that first innings for a large majority of it. Unfortunately, it was just the back end 5 overs, conceding 68 runs, that really put them out of contention, you would say. Just too many runs conceded. With the bat, they have come out firing, that's for sure. They've tried.
I will say this as well, Preston, that they haven't played cricket. Papua New Guinea have been hit as hard as anyone in the game because a number of their players would play in Australia. They used to play in the South Australia Domestic Premier League, and they haven't been able to do that because COVID has stopped them travelling, and so they haven't played T20 cricket since they qualified in the UAE in November in 2019.
And that lack of game time was certainly evident in the fielding innings.
But I still think that we're going to see the influence of Australians because of the proximity, of course. And, you know, we've had Jason Gillespie, Andy Bickle, Joey Dawes. Joey's there for 3 years, and before that, Dipak Patel, the New Zealander, was coaching there. It's Greg Campbell and co are there now, and Carl Sandry. Balled him straight through. And these hits of Chad Soper have come to an end. It's another one gone. Bullseye. Chad Soper's gone for 11.
Well, it's another excellent Yorker from Mohammad Saifuddin. Just underneath the bat. Chad Soper can't do anything about that. The happy skipper. Chad Soper goes for 11. Papua New Guinea 54 for 8.
এই টানান তোমাদেরকে লেবুর গুরুত্বটাই বুঝাতে পারলাম না।
ত্বকের জন্য লেবু যে কতটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ তা বুঝেই আমরা মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলিকে তৈরি করেছি লেবুর নির্যাস আর ভিটামিন সির গুণ দিয়ে। তাই ত্বকের সম্পূর্ণ সুরক্ষায় ভরসা রাখুন শুধু মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলিতেই।
বিকাশে খরচ কমছে, ক্যাশ আউট 14 টাকা 90 পয়সা।
Guinea as well. It's the end of the 15th, 54 for 8.
Oh, green tea, right? তাই তো বলি স্কিন এত সুন্দর কেন? থ্যাঙ্কস, বাট নর্মাল টি। এখন নিশ্চয়ই পার্লারে না, ডিরেক্ট পার্টিতে।
সবাই তো জিলাস হবেই। রিভাইভ ময়শ্চারাইজিং লোশন, ডাবল ময়শ্চারে ডাবল কেয়ারে বিউটিফুল স্কিন। রিভাইভ ময়শ্চারাইজিং লোশন।
বিকাশে খরচ কমছে, ক্যাশ আউট 14 টাকা 90 পয়সা।
Bangladesh, that 181 for 7, they had the best score from the Tigers in T20 World Cups. Stunning scenes here. The sun setting in Oman, just about to go down behind the mountain range. Here's Taskin Ahmed. That's a good Yorker, just chased the batter somewhat. Lega, keeper. Ah, fabulous stuff. Very busy crowd. Those around set up and working. There he was, our superhero. We do love a bit of supper as well. Looking forward to it soon, actually. Just about scoff time. Match 5 almost done and dusted. Oh, good pace, good carry. Atta Ali Khan alongside, and we're going to do the pitch report together. Atta, aren't we, between innings of the games, double headers? Looks a little dry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. If you look back on the 2 days, I thought there was a little bit more for the seamers, but if you look at this surface, certainly spin should play a decent part.
Well, good pace, a little bit of glove work into the boundary. All tight, yeah, I think it did. Always going to be tricky for Afif Hasan to get there. And nice of him, signalled. Yeah, that was it, 4 for 9. 4 for 9 for Shakib. Bit of extra zip. Oh, yeah. Carries on to Lega.
Yeah, after that win against Oman, which was a must-win game for Bangladesh, they're looking a different side altogether. You can see what a win can do to the confidence of a team who went in to lose their first match, which was against Scotland, but they're looking a solid unit here.
There's a French cut. Let's have another boundary. Indeed. Back-to-back ones. One off the glove and one off the inside edge.
Off an inside edge. And he's bowled quick. Taskin Ahmed. And just gone fine. That's the reason he's picked up a boundary. They're just going back to Bangladesh. They look threatening, don't they? The kind of batting they displayed today. Mahmudullah smashing a 50. Captain leading from the front. Good support from Shakib Al Hasan. You mentioned about his exploits with the ball. Shakib Al Hasan, 4 for 9.
Oh, it could be a catch. Is it? Is it? Oh, it's palmed and saved. It was going, and the Fizz has done well there. I think it's always going, and he's a tall man. He's about 6'1", the Fizz. Did well. It was going to be a catch for a moment.
Just rolling the fingers. And I think he's done really well, Mustafizur. He had to jump up in the air to ensure that the ball does not cross over for the 6. So he stopped the boundary. Good work from Mustafizur Rahman.
Yeah, Chris Gaffney upstairs is the TMO. Just wanted to make absolutely sure there. Just leaving. Just as he came up, just lifted. Yeah, it's all right. Going to have one more for Christopher Gaffney. So that's good fielding from the Fizz. Last one on the 16th, is it? Oh, look a chunk of it. No run. 16 done. It's 63 for 8 here.
ওরে জাগা একটা ঠান্ডা দে না
একটা ঠান্ডা একদম চাঙ্গা
আমাদের বেকমেনদেরও আছে কিছু সুপার পাওয়ার। বেস্ট ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস, বেস্ট অটোমেটেড মেশিন, উদ্দেশ্য একটাই, ঘরে ঘরে এমন অসাধারণ কিছু মুহূর্ত তৈরি করা। ইটস আ বেকমেন্স ক্রিয়েশন।
বিকাশে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ কমছে আর সেন্ড মানি তো ফ্রি।
So Bangladesh look to be qualifying for this round 1 Group B. This is the next game. This is a biggie. This is the winner takes all. Looking forward to it. It'll be our 6th match here. 3 double headers. That's the biggie. That's the mouth-watering contest. Now, is there enough on this? Oh, it is! Just enough to go all the way, and Richard Kettleborough lifts those arms aloft again.
And the Lega picks it up nicely. That's a good hit. Just for a moment it looked like the Shakib thought that it was coming his way. Not the case. It's gone the distance.
Into his 3rd here, Mustafizur. A little bit of wrist work there. Keepers, of course. Dariga, good hands, fast hands through it.
It is really good for Bangladesh. When they went into the tournament, they were certainly favourites. ICC ranking at number 6, but they lost that first match against Scotland. So they were under tremendous amount of pressure in that last match against Oman. Victorious in that match, and today they've really been on the top right from the word go.
Dariga's back on strike now. And handed a little bit of paper that Dariga, the keeper, has now scored more runs than the first 7 PNG batsmen put together. Shows you how under the pump they've been. It was 7 for 29 one stage.
Yeah, thanks to Shakib Al Hasan, who picked up 4 out of the top 7 wickets. Saifuddin, Taskin picking up the openers. Mahedi Hasan picking up a wicket late.
It's hold of it. Good work down there. Mushi. And working hard on the nets under the watchful eye there of Otis Gibson, bowling coach, the former West Indian. Wide Yorkers, left and right handers in. Yeah, trying it wide on the return and wide in the delivery. There's some great behind the scenes stuff that you get to capture and show you at home. Well, bit of a slice, going to take one and be happy. He's well, he had a great time at the other night. He bowled 5 wide, still got 4 for, but here this outing this afternoon, he's mixed it up in terms of those overs, and that's why he's such a difficult guy to deal with. Good Yorkers, sometimes in the length, a lot of pace off the ball, those big off-cutters that he's renowned for. Tennis ball bounces that don't arrive. Yeah, well, gone for 11 that's 74 for 8.
কেউ বুঝুক আর না বুঝুক, নিজের এবং পরিবারের সুরক্ষার দায়িত্বটা রাখুন নিজের হাতেই। ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে।
সেপনিল, সুরক্ষার পাওয়ার আপনার হাতে।
ওরে জাগা, একটা ঠান্ডা দে না।
একটা ঠান্ডা একদম চাঙ্গা।
Here in Muscat. Saifuddin, over 18. Let's see, changes of pace and then looking to go full. Bit of work for Mushi as well.
It's going to be a free hit. It's no ball. Confirmation from Kumar Dhammasena. Yeah, what this does to Bangladesh is, as we see the replay here, overstepping. They will go in the Super 12 with so much confidence and will be hoping that they can really put some pressure in that group. And if they do get their act together in Super 12, then they can really challenge some of the bigger opposition, because they are more than capable of doing that. They've shown that. Not the first match they've played here against Scotland, but they had to come back strongly against Oman and ensure that they play a very good game, a good brand of cricket in this match. Oman will be hoping that they can turn things around here, because they lost that last match against Bangladesh. And you would always feel that the Tigers are a dangerous unit if they get their acts together. They could be in Group 1 or Group 2. Depends on what happens in the final match between Oman and Scotland. Top 2 teams from both groups advance to the semi-finals, so it's going to be a cracker. Short delivery. And that's exactly what 160 plus million people back home would have hoped for. There you go, the home team.
Yeah, that's just around the corner. Scotland, Oman. Everything up for grabs with these two sides. Those in red versus those in purple. Yeah, big match in these men's lives. Yeah, and just on that with Bangladesh, Atta. Yeah, been a dark horse. I would have thought it's such a wide open World Cup in this format of T20 this year, this month, and into November. I think in a way, Bangladesh preferred, almost had that underdog title when they go in against fellow full member sides. Different when you're up against associates. Possibly that affects you mentally, psychologically going into the contest, maybe just off the pedal a little. You don't bring your A game.
Yeah, the teams would have taken notice when Bangladesh went on to win against Australia and New Zealand at home in the same format. So they came into this tournament, the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, with a big reputation by picking up victories, series victories, creating history back home, and now coming back strongly after losing that first match and just showing what they are capable of.
Well, the bowler, he wanted to go with it. I don't blame the fielders, but I think he's a bit slow. I think this is out. Going to come upstairs, Richard Kettleborough, but I think the batters come second here.
Thanks, Richard. Direct third umpire review for run out. Just your best side on when available, thanks.